Hey guys, got another custom e-bike build today. Want to go over this bike, why I actually kind of hate this bike for a couple different reasons, and yeah, go over all the reasons why I hate this bike. If you're new to this channel, I'm Johnny Nerd Out. I convert bikes into e-bikes. Number one reason why I hate this bike, I do not want to get off of this thing. This thing is too much fun to ride. I'm like getting a little teary-eyed just thinking about it, because I know the customer is going to come and pick this bike up and take it away from me, and my life will never be the same again. I'm not going to cry. Look at the size of these tires, you guys. 27.5 by 3.0s. And with a front suspension, with a RockShox front suspension, this thing handles like a full suspension bike. I should say it's as comfortable as a full suspension bike, but it handles like a hardtail. Because these aren't true fats, so you're not like you don't have too much rolling resistance. You have just enough where it's still super agile, but it still is super comfortable. This is the sweetest spot there is. You're gonna get a cavity if you stay in this spot too long. Oh man. Okay, guys, this is the Specialized Fuse. This one was made in 2018. I know they change models as they go. This is just one of the sickest rides I think I've had. We went with a BBSHD motor, 68 millimeter. Got a standard stock chainring, 46 tooth. It's an 11-speed drivetrain, so this thing has almost too much of a gear ratio. Hydraulic disc brakes, RockShox front fork. Put a gear shift sensor in it because it is a mid-drive, so that thing just acts like an automatic clutch, kills power, lets you shift, re-engages power, does it real quick. The best. 52 volt, 17.5 amp hour battery. Went with the 500C display. Added a mirror. Added a bell. These are the two easiest accessories I say to add to a bike. Well, actually, we also added a USB charged front and rear tail light. These three things, top three things to add to any e-bike. This thing, you sneaking up behind somebody, give them a heads up. Just be polite. Let them know so you don't freaking take out their legs or have somebody cursing at you or calling the cops at you. Just be polite, be nice. Mirror, this is if you know someone's behind you, a car's coming up behind you. Can you pass safely? This might save your life. This might save somebody else's life. The lights, also just, it's a no-brainer. Nobody plans on riding at night, but sometimes you get caught at night. And you gotta get home, you still gotta get home. And it's got a dropper seat post. This is just the epitome of, oh my gosh, just a sick ride. I think this build ended up costing about 1,900 bucks after labor because we added a lot of accessories, but this could be done a lot cheaper without that stuff. One thing I wish, this thing has internally routed cables, except it dumps out right where the motor mounts. So I was not able to use that for the gear shifter. I had to externally route the shifter cable outside, which was kind of a drag because I love internally routed cabling in frames. It's just such a smart design and it's very cool, keeps it looking clean. So that's my one regret with this one, is I wasn't able to use that because the motor, when it comes up, it was pinching that cable housing, so I wasn't able to shift gears. So that's the one regret with this. I really tried to make it work. I spent way too many hours trying to get that curve, trying to put adapters and spacers to make it so the motor wasn't pinching it, but I couldn't do it. Maybe somebody else could. If you have this bike and you're able to do it, you know, feel free to chime in, see how you did it. It's just because the way that this cable comes out of the frame, it's too close to the motor and it's too much of like a right angle bend to it. But other than that, man, this bike is so sick, so sweet. I'm very happy with the build, the way this came out. All right, let's go do a Johnny Nerd Out test. Okay, as you can see, this thing does not disappoint on the hill climb test. Because of this, it's got like I think it's a 40 or a 44 tooth in the rear low gear, mated with a 56 tooth up front. This thing hill climbed like nobody's business. And you can see that thing's like a 25% grade. Thing is, it's a drainage ditch that, I don't know if you could tell in the video, but it's a steep ass hill. And if I geared down, this is a 46 tooth. That's a pretty big gear tooth. If I went down to a 28 or a 36 tooth, this thing would just be doing wheelies all the time and climbing hills like nobody's business. And with these tires, oh my God, I can't stop gushing. I don't know if you can see, I'm blushing right now and I'm gushing. I'm blushing. Top speed was 37 miles an hour. So this thing, I think it's because of the size of these tires. These are essentially 29-inch tires in diameter. So this thing just rolls. This bike is unstoppable. I just really can't say enough. This thing is so much fun. Tearing up trails, so much fun. All right, hope you guys like this one as much as I do. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions, comments. Later, guys.